Forbidden Door as AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling collab for the third consecutive year to bring you the All-Star Game of Professional Wrestling. You know, the Flex One Podcast will be live this Sunday, 8 p.m. Super kick that subscribe button, like a bomb that like button, backdrop that bell. Let me know what you're looking forward to seeing this weekend as we have a title versus title match, winner take all, as it will be the CEO, Mercedes Mone, taking on Stephanie Vaquer of CMLL and of New Japan Pro Wrestling as she holds the New Japan Strong Women's Championship that was apparently for Mercedes Moné. They will run it back once again on Long Island this Sunday. Make sure you super kick that subscribe button, like a bomb that like button, backdrop that bell, and let me know what you're looking forward to seeing this Sunday at Forbidden Door. Check out all the other match previews on the channel. Where do I begin? First and foremost, I do hate title versus title matches, winner take all, putting two belts on a competitor or a superstar because it books you into a corner. Because they have two titles, you have to think of creative ways to get one title off of them and progress storylines and maybe even take both titles off of them. And throughout the history of wrestling, especially in recent memory, there have not been a lot of successful in the major companies, the WWEs and AEWs. There have not been a lot of successful two belt situations. I think about Seth Rollins, that was a fiasco. I think about back in the day with other various superstars who've had multiple titles or been thrown in a random tag team championship situations just to turn on their partner or have the tag team split up with no rhyme or reason after a week or two. I think Bailey did a decent job during the pandemic with the two belts, but that was pretty much that. And I think even Sasha did when she was in WWE when she had won the title and was tag team champion. But it books you into a corner. With that being said, with the money Mercedes money is being paid, there's no way she loses here to Stephanie Vaquer. They matched up before, they're running it back. We all know the story of Mercedes Moné supposedly was going to be the first ever inaugural New Japan Women's Champion. She got hurt in a match with Willow. Willow wins it. Willow drops it to Julia. Julia, who's now in NXT with WWE, drops it to Stephanie Vaquer, who was your current champion. And Stephanie Vaquer will drop it to Mercedes Moné. She will finally win the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. Now the question is, we don't care. We know it's going to be a solid match. They've built it up pretty okay. But what are we doing with Mercedes Moné? She debuts in March. She doesn't wrestle until May. Apparently she wasn't cleared. Then why not just debut her when she's cleared? Maybe have her debut at Double or Nothing. She automatically gets a title match in her first match. The CEO chants are cringe to a lot of people. Her gimmick, her character, her work so far, while her matches are always pretty good or great, hasn't stood out. It's pretty much the same thing. Sasha Banks, just under a different name. They got to do something serious with her heading into All In. We're heading into the peak of the summer, the peak of AEW's biggest shows, and she's going to have two belts. What is it going to be? Two belts Monday? She's going to have two belts, and I don't know what they do with her next. Does she get into a feud with Britt Baker or Jamie Hayter, or does Camille debut finally? We heard she's been signed to AEW since February or March. What are we doing here with Mercedes? We really need something to sink our teeth into heading into the summer months with her and her feud, especially holding two belts. Now, they did the whole Who Attacked Mercedes Moné thing. They could have kind of made it interesting and made it Stephanie Vaquer, who I was very unfamiliar with before this match was named. Now, they did a good job with the promo packages, building it up. She's showed up on Dynamite. And
go Google it. Go Google it.
I did go Google Stephanie Vaquer, and she's very good. Like I said, I think the match is going to be fantastic. I'm a huge Mercedes Moné fan. I'm all about the follow up. Like I said, the chase is more exciting than the capture. Mercedes didn't have a chase, so they just hot shotted her into giving her the world title. Not the world title, the TBS title and the New Japan Women's Championship. They got the QR codes watching Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision, so she's obviously one of their biggest stars. I'm intrigued what they do next. Like I said, I think there could be some money with her and Britt Baker at All In, some money with her and Jamie Hayter at All In. But obviously, Mercedes isn't going to lose these belts anytime soon. She's going to probably keep them the rest of the year. But we need her in interesting, meaningful feuds with other women that we can sink our teeth into and really, really be invested into. I think Stephanie Vaquer is good. I think this will be one of the better matches of the night. But Mercedes Moné will retain and remain the TBS champion and be Monet 2 belts, as she will now have the New Japan Strong Women's Championship that she was supposed to win against Willow in the inaugural tournament. But she will get her just due. She will be Mercedes Monet 2 belts, and let's see what they do next. But I want to hear from you in the comment section. I want to hear what your thoughts are on Mercedes so far. What are your thoughts on the Stephanie Vaquer match? Are you intrigued? Do you care? Should it be title versus title? I don't know. But I love Mercedes. Only thing she's doing, I'm going to watch. I'm going to be intrigued by, and I'm going to see what they do. But they need a little bit more out of her. They're trying to start a little bit with this feud. So let's see where they go next. It's all about the follow up. I would love a good story with Mercedes hitting an all in, something long term built up for maybe after Forbidden Door, her match with Stephanie Vaquer, as we head into next week in Chicago with Beach Break and heading into Blood and Guts and All In, All Out. But super kick that subscribe button, like a bomb that like button, backdrop that bell. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Of course, we will be live Sunday for AEW and New Japan Forbidden Door 8 p.m. It's the Flex Zone Podcast, only place giving you your wrestling coverage how you want it when you need it. I think Mercedes wins. She will be Mercedes Monday 2 belts, and we'll see what happens next with the women's division. They got a great story with Tony Storm, Mariah May, and Mina. Let's give Mercedes that same treatment. Let's give the other women that same investment and intriguing character storylines and driven TV. But I'm getting out of here. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see you guys Sunday for Forbidden Door, and check out all the other previews on the channel.